Pranam, Namaste, Jai Gurudev. A very good evening to you all and a very, very warm welcome to Sunday's Rishi Chintan. રવિવારના ઋષિ ચિંતનના સાનિધ્યમાં તમારા બધાનું ખૂબ 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 હાર્દિક સ્વાગત છે. કેમ છે બધા? ઓકે? ઠંડીમાં બેઠા છો? આજે બહુ ઠંડો દિવસ હતો. ગઈકાલે પણ બહુ ઠંડી હતી રાતના. આજના ઋષિ ચિંતનના સાનિધ્યમાં આપણે શું જોવાના છે? તો એનો આજે ટોપિક છે અંતર્મુખી થવાથી જ શાંતિ મળે છે. ગયા વીકે આપણે શું કર્યું? હૃદય મંદિરમાં સંતોષ. હૃદય મંદિરમાં સંતોષ. એમાં આપણે શું જોયું હતું કે આપણે હૃદય મંદિરમાં ન જોઈએ તો આપણને કેટલું મન ખિન્ન ભિન્ન લાગે છે તે જોયું હતું આપણે. અને હૃદય મંદિરમાં જવાથી આપણને શું સંતોષ મળી શકે છે, કેવી રીતના સંતોષ મળી શકે છે અને ત્યાં જ આપણને સંતોષ મળી શકે છે તે આપણે જોયું હતું. આ વિડીયો તમે જ્યાંથી બી જોતા હોય, ક્યાંથી પણ તમે યુટ્યુબમાંથી જુઓ કે તમે અત્યારે લાઈવ જુઓ કે તમે તમારે નિરાતે તમારા ટાઈમમાં જુઓ, પણ તમારા બધાનું ઋષિ ચિંતનના સાનિધ્યમાં ફરીથી હાર્દિક સ્વાગત છે. આપણે શરૂ કરીએ એની પહેલાં આપણે ગાયત્રી મંત્ર બોલીશું એકવાર. તો મેરુદંડ સીધો રાખીને, મેરુદંડ એટલે આપણી લોઅર બેક, આપણી સ્પાઇન સીધી કરીને શરીર આપણું એકદમ હળવું મૂકીને keep your body light, keep your back straight, spine up, shoulders relaxed, and with closed eyes you take a nice deep breath in. અંદર એક ઊંડો શ્વાસ લઈશું અને બહાર કાઢીશું. ફરીથી એકવાર ઊંડો શ્વાસ લઈશું અને બહાર કાઢીશું. અને ત્રીજી વાર ઊંડો શ્વાસ લઈને આપણે ઓમ બોલીશું બહાર કાઢતી વખતે. એકવાર આપણે બધા ગાયત્રી મંત્ર બોલીશું. તમે જ્યાં બેઠા હોય ત્યાંથી હાથ જોડીને મનમાં માનું ધ્યાન કરીને ઓમ ભૂર્ભુવઃ સ્વઃ તત્સવિતુર્વરેણ્યં ભર્ગો દેવસ્ય ધીમહિ ધિયો યો નઃ પ્રચોદયાત. એકવાર આપણે ગુરુ વંદના બોલીશું. ગુરુ બ્રહ્મા ગુરુ વિષ્ણુ ગુરુદેવો મહેશ્વર ગુરુ સાક્ષાત પરબ્રહ્મ તસ્મૈ શ્રી ગુરુવે નમઃ. તો આજનો આપણો ટોપિક છે અંતર્મુખી થવાથી જ શાંતિ મળે. પોતાની દ્રષ્ટિને બહારથી વાળીને આપણી અંદર નાખવી જોઈએ. અધ્યાત્મના માર્ગનો આધાર લેવો જોઈએ. જગતમાં આમ તેમ ભટકનારું પ્રાણી આ શીતળ વૃક્ષની નીચે શાંતિ પ્રાપ્ત કરી શકે છે. શીતળ વૃક્ષની નીચે શાંતિ પ્રાપ્ત કરી શકે છે. તે વાંચીને એક વસ્તુ યાદ આવી. ગઈકાલે બહુ જ સરસ પૂર્ણિમાનો દિવસ હતો, બુદ્ધ પૂર્ણિમા, ગૌતમ બુદ્ધની પૂર્ણિમા. તેઓએ પણ શીતળ વૃક્ષની નીચે શાંતિ પ્રાપ્ત કરી, જ્ઞાન પ્રાપ્ત કર્યું અને ત્યાંથી ઓજસ્વી તેજસ્વીનો એમને ચમત્કાર થયો. આ ચમત્કાર આપણને ક્યાંથી મળે છે? ઋષિ ચિંતનમાંથી, ઋષિ ચિંતનના સાનિધ્યમાં. પરમ પૂજ્ય ગુરુદેવ પંડિત શ્રી રામ શર્માચાર્યજી, શાંતિકુંજ હરદ્વાર, ગાયત્રી તીર્થના ફાઉન્ડર. જ્યારે આપણે બહારની માયાથી વિમુખ થઈને અંતર્મુખી થઈએ છીએ ત્યારે આપણને ખબર પડે છે કે આપણે આપણા પોતાના સ્થાનેથી બહુ દૂર જઈ ચડ્યા હતા. It is very true, isn't it? When we move away from our inner consciousness and we are lost out in the world, in the worldly desires, and the tube traffic of the world, our emotions going up and down, our actions, interactions, our circumstances, whatever that we are facing on a daily basis, when we become too engrossed in them, what happens? We feel totally moved away from ourselves. માણસની ઈચ્છાઓ કદી પૂરી થઈ શકતી નથી. Our desires have no ceiling. We always have desires about one thing or the other. એમને જેટલી તૃપ્ત કરવાનો પ્રયત્ન કરવામાં આવશે એટલી જ તે અગ્નિમાં ઘી નાખવાની જેમ વધારે ભડકતી જશે. So what Parampuja Gurudev is saying here, that when we have desires, we keep on having desires of one thing or the other. The more desires we have, the more we will keep on getting engrossed in them. More and more come. They get fulfilled, we desire even more. We get something, we desire even more. And that takes us away from our natural self, because then we just keep on getting so used to in accumulating those worldly desires. So it is like adding fuel to the fire. તેથી એ પડછાયાની પાછળ દોડવાના બદલે એમના તરફથી મોં ફેરવી લેવું જોઈએ અને વિચારવું જોઈએ કે જ્યારે આપણા ઘરમાં જ મોતીઓનો ભંડાર ભરેલો છે તો પછી કોડીઓની પાછળ શા માટે ભટકવું જોઈએ? What it is being said here is that the more desires we have, we should try and keep a cap on them. We should try and stop them. We should feel satisfactory. We should feel content with what we have. There is a very beautiful example that comes to my mind, and I'd like to share it with you here. You know how we keep accumulating things in the house? Because of all the sale figures. Every time there are sales, we run after things and we keep on buying, shopping. We keep on bringing things home. And the best one is buy one, get one free. We keep on accumulating. We think, oh, we are going to need it for 6 months, 12 months. Oh, this is going to last me long. Oh, let me buy this for this and that for that person. Correct? So the desires are more. We buy more, we see more, we buy more, we get more and more entangled in that. Just a small example of how we start running after things and getting things. Dr. Pranav Pandyaji, our current head of Gayatri Parivar, he also gave a very beautiful example. Why do you want to buy more than one shampoo when you're already using one? Why do you have so many different types of things on your shelves? Another example. These are only small desires, and we have big desires, don't we? When we really look within ourselves, talk to ourselves, we think, yes, I do have these kind of desires, Today I want this, tomorrow I want that, day after tomorrow I want something else. We need to keep a cap on them. We need to stop them. We need to control them. Parampujya Gurudev has given us very good 4 pillars. Samay Sanyam, Arth Sanyam, Vichar Sanyam, Indriya Sanyam. I will repeat them. Samay Sanyam, keep a watch on time. Arth Sanyam, keep a watch on your spending, on your resources. Vichar Sanyam, keep control over your thoughts. And Indriya Sanyam, keep control of your senses. So Parampujya Gurudev says, don't make them your shadow, or don't run after desires like a shadow. Turn away from them. And think that we have pearls within us. Last week we were talking about it, weren't we? Welcome everybody who are just joining us. Sorry you missed me by a few minutes. You'll be able to watch the video after the session finishes from the beginning. But welcome. Very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining. It's so lovely to see everybody here. So I will repeat what the topic is today. Today's topic is Antarmukhi Thavathi Shanti Male છે. We only experience peace and bliss by turning within us, by introspection, not extrospection, introspection. We need to look within ourselves to find peace, to feel the bliss. Now, what I have covered so far is that how do we find that peace? How do we find that bliss? How do we experience it? We have it within us, but how do we experience it? So what I have said so far is that we have to control our desires. When we stop running after our desires, we get more and more in touch with ourselves, within. There is a very good saying in English. Have you heard of it? You must have heard of it. That God fulfills our needs, not our greed. I will repeat. God fulfills our needs, not our greed. So when we do overthinking, we have too many desires. The more desires we have, we move away from our core self. We shift outward. All our energy goes on the out. We need to consolidate our desires. We just remember our needs, and then we can remain more in touch with our core self. That doesn't mean, somebody has asked me this question in one of the Sunday class before. That doesn't mean that we don't be ambitious? No, not at all. We can be ambitious. See, ambition is something very different. When we want to be ambitious, when we want to move up, when we want to achieve something, that is our personal growth. When I want to achieve something, when I want to move up, if that is a desire in my mind, I don't have that desire, but if I have that desire, say for example, that I want to move up in my job. If I have that desire, then I should, number one, take it as an ambition. When I look at it as my ambition, I personally would attach my personal growth to that ambition. To upgrade my skills, for my growth. the growth of whatever qualities I have. Because every new role, every new position requires more skills, upgraded knowledge, upgraded wisdom. I personally would attach these things to my ambition rather than to show anybody else that, oh, I'm now at this level, I'm at this position, I'm earning so much money. That brings ego. But instead, if we want to be ambitious, and we should be ambitious, we can be ambitious. You can be spiritual, and you can be ambitious. So when we try and balance the two, we think more about our personal growth. Okay? So here it is being said that we should move away from excessive desires. Keep a ceiling on your desires. And when we have introspection, that is where we find all the pearls that we are already gifted with by the Almighty. We just need to tap into it. What is the whole purpose of all these spirituality sessions, the Sunday Rishi Chintan sessions, or the Thursday spirituality sessions? It is to just tap into our own energies and to touch base our core self. So further, તેથી એ પડછાયાની પાછળ દોડવાના બદલે એમના તરફથી મોં ફેરવી લેવું જોઈએ અને વિચારવું જોઈએ કે જ્યારે આપણા ઘરમાં જ મોતીઓનો ભંડાર ભરેલો છે તો પછી કૌડીઓના પાછળ આપણે શું કામ ભટકવું જોઈએ? Why run after little stones when we have pearls within us? અંતરમાં જોવાથી, પરમાત્માની નજીક જવાથી એ ચાવી મળી જાય છે. અંતરમાં જોવાથી. To look deep within ourselves, to be close to God, to get closer to God. We get this key to unleash, to unlock this potential within us. જેનાથી સુખ અને શાંતિના અક્ષય ભંડારનો દરવાજો ખુલે છે. સુખ અને શાંતિનો અક્ષય ભંડાર. અક્ષય ભંડાર is huge. So beautiful. So beautiful. So how do we get in touch with God? How do we get closer to God? You know, it is still very sad to see that there are so many people, billions and billions of people still around the world who are not getting in touch with the spiritual self of them. They think that by doing rituals, by just going to the temples, by just doing all the ceremonies, they are getting close to God. That is not the way to get close to God. any realized soul, any realized Siddha Purush, any Siddha Purush ya spiritual teacher, a good spiritual teacher, a realized soul will be able to share their most deepest personal experience with you, that only by doing these rituals you cannot get close to God. You know, we do so many ceremonies. We have so many temples around the world. We have so many places of worship. All these are needed, but that alone is not going to take us close to God. Very true, Rachana. It is within. That is what we are talking about in this session. It is within. To experience Lord Buddha. Yesterday, everybody celebrated, so many people celebrated Buddha Purnima, the full moon day. Yesterday, it was so beautiful. Did you all see it? Show me a thumbs up if you have seen the beautiful full moon yesterday. I could see it from my conservatory. It was so beautiful that I didn't want to go to sleep at night. I wish I could just sit and watch the full moon. It was so beautiful. Buddha Purnima. We remember Lord Buddha. Did Lord Buddha go to any temple? No. Did Lord Buddha do any rituals? No. What did he do? What did he do? He meditated. He found out from his own experience that even by starving himself and even by fasting, not eating, not drinking, also did not get him anywhere. In fact, he became very weak that he could not even meditate. And a very common girl made him realize that by not eating and drinking, how are you going to get self-realization? She said, जब शरीर ही नहीं होगा तो कैसे ज्ञान आएगा? जब शरीर ही नहीं रहेगा, जब शरीर ही नहीं बचेगा तो कैसे ज्ञान आएगा? A very common girl made Lord Buddha realize that by fasting and not eating and drinking, you cannot get self-realization. So he then started having 1 meal a day from her. Very beautiful, very important. To imbibe the spiritual qualities, to imbibe God's divine qualities within us, and then to put them into action in our thought, word and action on a daily basis, takes us close to God. It's so beautiful. That doesn't mean that we don't go to the temples. We go to the temples, we do rituals, we do whatever we can fix our mind on. But the most important thing is Upasana, Sadhana, Aradhana. Param Pujya Gurudev has said, Upasana, Sadhana, Aradhana. Upasana, sitting near God. Sadhana, reformation of our own character. Aradhana, service to other people. The other 4 pillars I just discussed before you all joined us. Some people joined late, so they have missed out on it. So I'm just going to quickly repeat. The 4 pillars. Samay Sanyam, Arth Sanyam, Vichar Sanyam, Indriya Sanyam. ठीक है? Samay Sanyam, control of time. That is very difficult. How we make use of our time. Arth Sanyam, how we spend our money. Where we donate our money. Is it going for a good cause? Is it going to be utilized? Is it going to benefit other people? Is it going in good hands? Vichar Sanyam, control of our thoughts. Did you know a human being can have up to 66,000 thoughts in one day without us realizing it, because our faculty of mind is constantly working. Have you noticed that? Even when you're doing a task, you know your mind is working. Even when you're washing, cooking, cleaning, whatever you're doing, your mind is still occupied in thoughts. So Vichar Sanyam, consolidating our thoughts. And Indriya Sanyam, control of our senses, control of our desires. That is what we are talking here today. અંતરમાં જોવાથી પરમાત્માની નજીક જવાથી એ ચાવી મળી જાય છે, જેનાથી સુખ અને શાંતિના અક્ષય ભંડારનો દરવાજો ખુલે છે. The doors open to inner wisdom, peace, tranquility, bliss. પોતાની વાસ્તવિક સ્થિતિને જાણવાથી, આત્મ સ્વરૂપને ઓળખવાથી, સંસારના સાચા સ્વરૂપનું જ્ઞાન થવાથી શાંતિની શીતળ ધારા વહે છે, જેનાથી અસંતોષની સળગતી આગ ઠંડી થઈ જાય છે. This is so real. પોતાની વાસ્તવિક સ્થિતિને જાણવાથી, understand your own circumstances first. આત્મ સ્વરૂપને ઓળખવાથી, try to know your thyself, who you are, who am I, what is the purpose of my life. સંસારના સાચા સ્વરૂપનું જ્ઞાન થવાથી, what is this whole world about? Even the world around us. And then when we realize that we are only a tiny particle of this big universe, that is the best way to melt our ego. I've tried it, you try it too. Try it for a week. From this Sunday to next Sunday. When we see the vast size of this universe, in that universe there is this world. We are on this one planet out of the 9 planets. On this planet, in this world, there are so many different countries. And out of so many different countries, we are in one small united kingdom. And in that one small united kingdom, out of the big population or whatever population it has, we are living in one borough of this country. In that one burrow, we are living in one house with our family or by ourselves, whatever it is. Can you imagine the breakdown? That we are a small particle of this big universe, and yet our egos are so big, even bigger than the universe. Isn't that sad? That is why I said, try to look at yourself in this manner and then see how quickly your ego dissolves. That, oh my God, I'm only just a small tiny particle of this universe that God has created. And why move around with such a big ego in my mind? And then see how you feel. So આત્મ સ્વરૂપને ઓળખવાથી સંસારના સાચા સ્વરૂપનું જ્ઞાન થવાથી શાંતિની શીતળ ધારા વહે છે. Then we feel so peaceful. જેનાથી અસંતોષની સળગતી આગ ઠંડી થઈ જાય છે. Then our desires come down. Then we feel more content that I'm happy with what I have. And when we understand the world around us, when we see people who are less privileged than us, then we realize that how lucky we are. How lucky we are. And we should say, thank God. Thank you, God. Thank you for everything that you've given us. તો એનાથી અસંતોષની સળગતી આગ ઠંડી થઈ જાય છે. ત્યારે મનુષ્યએ મૃત તૃષ્ણાને છોડી દે છે. When we realize this, who we are, what the world around us is made up of, when we come to that awareness, then our desires start going down. When we are more thankful for what we have rather than what we don't have. We all have been through that, isn't it? Where we have been at a stage we are always complaining. And the best way to stop complaining is this. When we start appreciating what we have rather than what we don't have. સાચો સંતોષ મળતા જ એની બાહ્ય જરૂરિયાતો ખૂબ ઓછી થઈ જાય છે. When we feel that contentment, the desires are less, we feel less need of everything in our life. અને જ્યારે ઓછું ઈચ્છનારને ખૂબ મળે છે ત્યારે એને ખૂબ આનંદ મળે છે. When you don't have desires, when you are not expecting anything, when your expectations are less or very minimal, and then when you get a lot, then you feel very happy. Then even something small is like a big thing for you. It is true, isn't it? I'll give you a very small example, okay? And I don't want to give you other people's examples because that's not nice. I can give you my examples. And as I say, my sessions are always based on, the real life experiences. When I had COVID and I was isolating myself. I was on my own. When I was living on my own, and everything is in the lockdown. And when you are ill, you want to eat. You feel hungry. At some point, you feel hungry, right? And my friend, my two lovely friends from next door, they used to cook food and they used to bring it for me, and they used to leave it outside on the door. Even though I never said, and I said, no, thank you, I have everything I need. And I had everything I needed. But Indian cooked food. And my friends used to come and quietly leave the food, and then they will phone me or text me to say, there is food on the outside, please take it inside. And I used to eat that food. And I used to feel so nice that I had, like fresh, hot food, cooked food when you're feeling at your lowest and you can't even move, or you can barely do things and you're very ill. So when somebody does even that small gesture for you, it's a big thing for you. That's contentment. Even though I wasn't expecting, and I never said that anybody should do that for me, but even that was contentment for me. So this is what is being said here, that when you don't expect, and when you have less desires, and then when something comes in your lap, you feel very happy. So that was today's Rishi Chintan. The topic was Antarmukhi thavathi shanti male che. Introspection. Going deep within ourselves. And what are the things that we need to remember from today? Less desires, less expectations, knowing ourselves, knowing the world around us, keeping more in touch with ourselves, not drifting away from ourselves into worldly achievements and things. Yes, we can have ambitions, but with a view to growth, not with a view to showing off or escalating our ego, dissolving the ego, but still our growth, personal growth. And looking for the pearls of wisdom within us that we have already been gifted with by God. I hope you find this useful. I find this very useful, Rishi Chintan. And as I always tell everybody, that spirituality has not turned me into a monk. Spirituality is my daily companion. If you make it your daily companion, you will also feel very happy every day. And our happiness will not depend on other people. Our happiness will not depend on things. Our happiness will not depend on our achievements. Our happiness will not depend on what we have or what we don't have. It's so beautiful. Have you had all your vaccines? I had my first one. And I was very ill for one day. But I would still say, please take it. Please take your vaccines. Don't deny them. Don't question them. Don't doubt them. It is very necessary. Even if it is going to last for 6 months, whatever the case is, it is still very necessary. Please don't try to avoid them. Do take your vaccine. And do take paracetamol with it. I will advise you that. A lot of people are saying that AstraZeneca has got no side effect. And I spoke to a few people and they said that AstraZeneca does not have any side. They haven't had any symptoms like some of us who have taken Pfizer, and the symptoms that we had felt, fluey, temperature, heavy head, headaches, feeling very weak. But it all depends on your individual body. Whether somebody feels ill for 1 day, 2 days, or a week. But still, please do take them. And thank you so much everybody for joining. It is so lovely to see everybody here. Pranam, Jai Gurudev. I can see all my lovely friends here, and I'm a little reluctant to say everybody's names because knowing me, if I forget anyone's name, then I don't want anyone to feel bad. But thank you so much. It is so lovely to see you all join here. At least I don't feel here on my own. At least I have you all in the company. And this ends our Rishi Chintan session here today. And see you all next Sunday. Same here, same me, same time, 7:30. Till then, take care. Have a wonderful week. I'll be going back to work tomorrow after a few days leave. And I will have to look forward to it. I'd almost forgotten I had a job. Isn't that funny? Okay. Thank you. Pranam, Jai Shri Krishna, Namaste, Sasri Akal. Have a wonderful week. Om Shanti. Take care.